Hey, how y'all doing on Facebook and Instagram? I'm waiting for my YouTube to pop up. And now we're gonna see. Hey, y'all, hey, it's your girl, Delisa Robinson, the Real Estate Diva. We are going to, I'm on here live today. We're going to show you guys how to find the owner of a corporation, because a lot of you have asked me about wholesaling, and we've been talking about wholesaling throughout this whole series, and wholesaling real estate. But a lot of the properties that you want to wholesale are literally owned by a corporation. So in order to get that thing going and in the way it's supposed to be and everything else, what we're going to do is I'm going to get you guys, I'm going to tell you guys how to find the owners, because a lot of the times it's so simple. And I think we as humans just have a tendency to overcomplicate the situation just a little bit. So today we're going to learn how to find these owners, because a lot of you have asked me this question. So what better way to do it than now? If you want to see the screen, to see the websites that I'm actually using, head on over to the YouTube channel, it's Delisa Robinson, the Real Estate Diva, and tap in. While you're over there, like, subscribe, comment, do all that other good stuff, share. We like that type of stuff. Now, before we get started, the rules of engagement, everybody knows there's rules to going live with me. First of all, we are not here to be entertained. We are here to be edutained. I'm going to educate and entertain you all at the same time, because y'all seem to love my sarcastic, dry sense of humor that I often have, because I speak sarcasm fluently in multiple languages. Okay, so with that being said, if I say something that you do not understand, I need you to speak up. Ask a question. Let me know if you don't know, because I'm not here to just sit and be a talking piece. I'm here to teach you. Hey, how you doing down there? I am here to teach you so you can learn and get to a bag in 2023. Remember, I said 2023 is not about sitting still anymore. You definitely don't have a choice. I don't know if y'all paying attention to the news or not, but you need to be. They talk about taking away the dollar, all these other countries coming up against us. So you need to make sure you got your money stacked, stashed, and invested properly. All right. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. I believe you're awesome too, just for joining in. Want to know why? Because today we're going to be entertained or edutained, however you want to look at it. Now, another thing I need to tell you guys is this. If this is your first time, don't let it be your last. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Today, before we get into the content of today, I want to let you guys know one thing. This is huge, because a lot of you have asked me for this, and I've not been able to give it to you, and now I can give it to you. One, on Sunday, this Sunday. Oh, this Sunday is Easter. No, it won't be Sunday. It's Saturday. We're gonna have to do it on Saturday. Oh no, I might do it on Easter, because half of y'all don't practice their religion anyway. So maybe Easter Sunday. Yeah, we're gonna keep it Easter, because I'm not doing anything on Easter either this year. On Easter Sunday, Sunday night. If you are a member of Hammers and Hills community, this is a free community. How do I join? Easy. You text the word Diva to 716-306-3316. All you got to do is text the word Diva to 716-306-3316. Because if you text the word Diva to that phone number, you become a member of the Hammers and Hills community. What's going to happen in Hammers and Hills community? Easter Sunday. Yep, live Sunday night. Hey, Cam. We are going to be in a Zoom room, live training, and I'm going to teach you my wholesaling curriculum. Last time we did this class, we was on that thing for about 3.5 hours. I don't think we're going to be on there this long, because y'all seem to be getting the concept of it. But I am doing a free, for the community, a free class on wholesaling real estate. Now, it is not open to the public. It is open to Hammers and Hills. How do you get into Hammers and Hills? You've either bought something from me before. That means I have your email address or your phone number, and I will text you the link. You have downloaded a free guide that I've given out. That means you are on the list, and I've texted you the link. Or you are in the private Facebook group, Hammers and Hills. Go figure, that's the name of it, right? And you will get the link. it will actually be streamed on Zoom and inside that Facebook group. So you can either join the Facebook group Hammers and Heels, you can text the word Diva to 716-306-3316, or you can click the link in the bio and click one of those buttons that says join Hammers and Heels, get a free download, do this for free, XYZ LMNOP, and you will be on the list. All right, that's how we do that. Now, another big announcement, because y'all know I'm gearing away from doing classes, and I'm doing workshops and boot camps and academies. Why? In a workshop, a boot camp, or an academy, you're actually going to do the work. You're not going to sit back and just listen to me, blah, 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 blah. You're going to do the work. So with that being said, the wholesaling, the Get Wired Wholesaling Boot Camp, this will be the third go round for it. And it's going to be the last one for a while. The third go round, there is limited seats available for this program, okay? We are going to get back into the wholesaling boot camp on April 25th at 7 p.m. Right now, this week only, you will be able to get into the boot camp for $97. What is the boot camp, Delisa? Simple. Boot camp is 4 weeks. For 4 weeks, twice a week is education. Once a week, we do a Q&A, or you can get caught up, ask questions, get clarification. We can run your deal numbers, whatever we're going to do. You get the education and the strategy and the game plan twice a week for 4 weeks. We meet live. So it's me and you live for 4 straight weeks. What we then will do is we will get the strategies and the action plan to get you into a deal before those 4 weeks are over. That's the purpose of the boot camp. We're trying to get you a check. Because you can't spend my check, I can't spend your check. So we're trying to get you a check so you can build on to your real estate investment business. We talk about setups, we analyze deals, we talk about which markets are the best markets for you to actually be wholesaling in, teach you how to research a market so you can see if it's worth your time to be wholesaling. And then you also will get up to, and I say up to because some of you guys are so adamant and so hard-headed when it comes to me telling you that your market sucks. And I said it, and that's how I say it in there. I'm like, that market is not a good market, it sucks. But you're so adamant, well, no, okay. So you don't get as many leads as someone else, but I do give the bootcamp members up to 200 leads. Already skip trace. All you got to do is pick up the phone and start making phone calls. That's all you got to do. Or give it to your VA. I teach you how to structure your business. I teach you how to have a consistent business so you're always going to be closing. Remember that ABC? Who said that? The guy, always be closing. So that's how that is. All right. All right. Now, what else? What other housekeeping issues did I have? Oh, the big one. Because everybody has asked me a million zillion times, Delisa, I want to get into your program, but it's out of my price range. See how I didn't say it was overpriced? It's out of your price range. And what happens with that is, so I listen to you, and even sometimes when I'm able to split up the payments over a certain period of time, it's still not something that you can afford. However, now your girl is linked to Klarna. So if you want to get into these programs, even at $97 program, is linked to Klarna and Afterpay. So if you want to get into that, I'll have those links out and available for you later. And we will get into that. Okay, so you got Klarna, Afterpay, or you can take a payment plan through this link that's on there. But I suggest you do Klarna, Afterpay, because you guys already know you're approved with that stuff. Now, another thing we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about the different ways you can find owners of properties. Again, if you're just joining me, I am live streaming on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So if you see me going like this, it's because I'm on more than one platform stream. Okay. Now, another thing. I know we got a lot to go over today, right? So we're gonna get started because I actually have to meet one of my tenants at about 1:15, 1:30. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna teach you this. But like I said, if you want to see the screen, go over to YouTube and you'll be able to see my screen. All right, instead of seeing all this pretty brown face in your face. Okay, now, first things first, let me get a fresh screen up. Because Lord knows, the girl got a bunch of stuff on here. And we're gonna go to our favorite website, which is what, y'all? Google. Y'all know. All right, so we're gonna go to our favorite website, Google. We're gonna start there. Now, if you can see my screen on YouTube, if you can see my screen, do me a big, huge favor and hit the number ones in the comments so I can know that you can actually see my screen. And I'll look and see what's going on. All right, got people watching on YouTube. So if you can see my screen on YouTube, let me know. And you should see me. And there is a delay on YouTube, just a slight bit of a delay. Now, on Facebook and YouTube, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please Facebook and Instagram, drop the number 1 if you can hear me talking. If you can hear me talking clearly without any interruptions, drop the number 1. All right, now we're about to get into this. Get rid of that one up in the corner over there. Go here. Okay, first things first, when you're looking for an owner of a business and you know the name of the business, we talked about this the other day. How do you find the owners? You have to go through the tax assessor's office or PropStream or any Property Sharks, any of those, Landglide, Deal Machine, all of those services give you the name of the owner of a property. So we went through that the other day. If you get time later on, check that out. Then you'll know why this is part 2. Okay, next, what we're also going to do is, I want you guys to understand, I forgot to turn my do not disturb on. My kids be calling in a minute. Y'all know how they do us. They wait good until I'm online. They make sure I'm online every time I'm online. Then they want to come and start asking questions. Okay. So now, first things first, you can Google, how do I find owner of a commercial property? And you're going to get a whole bunch of listings and a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of confusion telling you how to find it. There's a YouTube video for everything. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, what I want you to do is this. I want you to just put the name of the corporation. That's it. Just Google the name of the corporation. So anybody have a property or a corporation they want me to look up, I can look up. If not, I use one of my own and teach you guys how to do it. Okay, so we will use this one. See that? Now, look at everything that comes up. Boom. You got boom, 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 boom. See, Tag 716 is partnering with 490 Niagara Street, Sarai Francois, that's not us. So we go property records right here. And everything is here. Okay, so there's a lot that you can go through here. The first thing you see though is the New York State Companies Registry. So you click it. It tells you when it was established. It tells you where it's located. It tells you a whole bunch of things that you really wouldn't know. And it tells you who your registered agent is. It tells you who's in partnership, if who was able. So let's look at this right here. It's a domestic business corporation. Its jurisdiction is New York, which means if I do business outside of New York State, I am considered a foreign entity. That's the first thing you need to know. County, Erie. DOS, Department of State. DOS, Department of State. Address to which DOS will mail process, and it will mail it to This is the registered agent, which is not my name. This is my company address. That's it. See here, registered agent name, boom, boom. All right. And it shows updated on April 1st, 2023. If there was a website for this company, it would be here. You would click it. There's no website. Being honest, there's a website for it. Okay. So then you look at some other companies that might be open under this same name and everything else. So you go in there, you know, and you can find, since this is active, you can go in here and look and see if that's the same person. It's just the same registered agent. That's why it's coming up like that. Okay. Okay. So that's the first thing you do is Google. Yep. Google's our friend. Y'all don't believe me though, but yeah, Google is our friend. Okay, cool. Now, next thing, I'll go back into Google, and there's a little website, and I'm not sure if it still works because it's called Manta. It's manta.com, and it does still work because it's right here. Manta Results Driven Online Marketing Agency. That's what it's called for. But then when you go Manta here, business directory. And it tells you, I'm looking for, find a business near you. It's Sarai Assets and Acquisitions Inc. in Buffalo, New York. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not all businesses are on here. This one is not, we are not listed on Manta. But manta.com, M-A-N-T-A, is where you can go to look up businesses. So if I had a business, let's just say, what is it? I can't, I'm drawing a complete brain right now. One of my students is Candy Industries. Nope, she's not listed on here either. But anyway, you see all these are on here. So this is one place you can go and look. And then the thing about this one is they normally have a phone number. So just what's the business of the street? You could say, somebody give me a business name. It doesn't matter what city or state. This is not just fluent to New York State. It's any business or state. You can go on manta.com and find the listings, or you can claim a listing. Like if I wanted my business listed on here, I could go on here and claim a listing. A lot of the small businesses are not listed on this. No, it's not. No. I'm trying to think of all these businesses that could be on here, and none of them are listed, which is so crazy to me because then they're always talking about nobody can find them. Okay, so let's say this tax service. You go on here, it's claimed. When it's claimed, that means the owners of the company have claimed this as their business. They verified the information. They have a phone number. You can go to the website. See what I'm saying? So that's why you want, so AAA Tax Services is on this, at this address. This is their phone number. So you can actually call and now speak to someone. When you call and you're speaking to someone in regards to a corporation, the first thing you want to say is, hey, guess what? Hey, I want you to approach it. Who was in charge of buying and selling real estate for your company? You see how I said that? Who is in charge for buying or selling real estate for your company? So when you go in, they have to give you an answer. oh, well, you need to speak to Ron, or you need to speak to Sue, or you need to speak to Lisa, or you need to speak to Tony, whoever it is. So they're gonna give you that person's name. If that person's in the office, they're gonna transfer you to them. If that person is not, if that person is available, they'll transfer you to them. If they're not available, what they're gonna do is take a message and have that person call you back. So you have it already listed. Okay. All right. So that's how you use Manta. Another one of our favorites is what? LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, you can go in and pretty much find any business. Now, I know this thing is about to give me the hardest of times. Hopefully it remembers me because I sign on 3 different passwords every day. Cool, I'm here. Now, so in the search at LinkedIn, and I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with LinkedIn, but I'll just give you a brief overview. Over here is my profile page. So if I wanted to go here, it would bring me up to, this is my profile page. See, gives you my history, anything that I'm doing, what I got going on, all that stuff. Anything and everything that I've shared on here is here. Across here, you can hit the home screen, network jobs, notifications. If other people are sending me messages, it would be here. Right now, we're going to go into home. This is where I can post things and share things and go live on LinkedIn and everything else under the sun. So now I used to work for a company called Concert. Okay, so CONSERVE, and I'm going to use them. Okay, so now when you're looking at this, guess what? It tells you who the owner of the company is, who the associate vice president is, who the CIO is, who the CEO, CIO, COO, CFO, all of that is on here on LinkedIn for a legit company. But we're talking small business. Small businesses may not be on here. And the reason why is because you haven't listed your business on here. That is why. There's no other reason for it. Okay, because this is, and it's free to do. You should have a business page. So I've been looking at all of these. You can look at all of these. You can find people. So like once you're looking on LinkedIn, you just put my name in, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come up. If you just put in Delisa Robinson, you're going to see my real estate license page that was here. You're going to see my real estate diva page for my real estate investments that's here. You're going to find a whole bunch of other Delisa Robinsons because y'all thought I was the only one, and I'm not. And you're going to find a whole bunch. You're going to see everything that I've done. So guess what? Now you click. First, you found the owner. Then you went to the state website and you found the name of the registered person. Now, even if it's registered and it's registered, someone else registered it for the owner of that business, they would still have to keep a record and look up who they opened that for. So you want to keep that in check. Okay. The number one best way to find out who owns the property, even if it's corporation, is to call your tax assessor's office. See, the problem is now a lot of people, a lot of us, a lot of everyone out here, you guys get so lazy. I don't know how else to put it. You get so lazy and you don't want to call. You don't want to pick up the phone and have a conversation with someone because you're scared they're going to say, no, you can't have that information. You're so afraid of hearing no that you're never going to get to the yes because you're not hearing the no. So what happens then is you end up in a situation where you're afraid. If you call a tax assessor's office, because this information is not going to be listed online for public record, the only thing they legally have to put online is who owns the property. So if my company, Sarai Assets and Acquisitions, owns the company and I own the property, then I own the property. It's not going to tell you the contact person is Delisa Robinson. It's not going to tell you it'll tell you the mailing address. It's not going to tell you the mailing address. It's going to tell you everything else under the sun that you need to know that you don't know. Okay. Except for who's the contact person. But guess what? The city may have that on file. I've called the city of Buffalo plenty of times and gotten the name of the person who owns a property. Okay. So that's why I said you want to go to the tax records, and you want to go to the register of deeds. If it's in the county, you want to go to the register of deeds or title search. This is going to cost you some money. Okay, a register of deeds is going to cost you maybe about, I know I can go, I'm speaking here, we in Buffalo now, don't try this at home. Better find out before you go trotting yourself down the street. But here in the city of Buffalo, it is, I can go to the county clerk's office and I can get the information that I need. I can go down to the county clerk's office and I can get the information. Okay. And by getting that information from the county clerk's office, I'm basically saying that I'm going to pay for it. Here in the city of Buffalo, I can go down to the Erie County Clerk's office. I can pay $5 and get a copy of the deed. Pay maybe 10 or 12, depending on how much information I want. But on that deed is going to say the company name. It's also going to say who filed it. That's going to be the way you can get in contact with the person who actually owns the property. And of course, you can do a title search, but title search is going to cost you as well. That's going to cost you some money. Now, remember the other day we were doing PropStream and I was showing you how you can find people. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. Now, what we're going to do this time around is we're going to go back to PropStream. This is why I told you, if you want to see the screen, guys, I'm on Zoom, not Zoom, YouTube. I'm on YouTube and I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. So if you want to see it. Now, PropStream is a beast. I tell people this all the time. Y'all don't believe me though. So I'm just going to show you. Just going to show you if y'all don't believe me. I don't believe a sister when she tell you. All right, so we are back on PropStream. Now this is PropStream. I'm not going to go over all the things and all the signs and everything else with you again. I'm just going to do a simple search in Buffalo. And in my filters, because we are looking for property characteristics, we want residential properties with the owner types. We want a single family. Just going to do a single family. And then we're going to pop that up. And then we're going to go over here to ownership types. We're going to say they're corporate. Okay. We're going to do trust another day. But right now we're doing corporate. And we're going to close this window out. Now we have these properties that are owned by corporate businesses. Okay. So now we'll just take this first one. And it tells me Erie Niagara Land Improvement Company. It's a lot of stuff to say. And it tells you the address of that company. Now we're going to take this company and put that information in a Google search. Why? Because I'm going to teach you guys how to do exactly what I just told you to do. Buffalo Erie Niagara Land Improvement Company. First thing you want to do is Buffalo Niagara Land Improvement Corporation. See, I didn't have to finish typing it and it all came up. Here's their website. Here's their information. Here's their website. Guess what? You can call. Here's their phone number. Here's the extension I need to call. See what I'm saying? It's a simple Google search. Hey, so Mello, where you been? It's a simple Google search. So that's where you guys can actually see what's going on. It's a simple Google search, and I just found who owns the building. If I go, they have their LinkedIn here, their guide stars here, everything is here. If they've been in the news recently, it's here. It's all Google. It's all Google all the time, and you just pretty much found everything you needed. So you can actually go to the website. So now this one was easy and simple. We found the phone number. You pick up the phone, you call them and say, hey, I see that you own this property on what street were we on? On Grote Street in Buffalo. And I have a buyer who might be interested in purchasing this from you. How much would you want to sell it? And it's that simple. Really, it's that simple. Or would I be able to take a look at it because I'm interested in purchasing, because I want to put it into my portfolio, whatever the case may be. But you want to call this corporate number. You're going to call this corporate number. And you're going to ask for extension 101. And you're going to ask them, who is in charge of buying and selling real estate for your corporation? Because I see you own a property and I'm interested in purchasing it. And it's just that simple. Okay. Now, another thing here, they got linked properties. They say they only own one property. It's the property on 90, but this is where their office is. Primary property is always where they live. So that's where you're going to put the information in for it. This one is a 3-1. They purchased this property. It's vacant. Its only estimated value is $41,000. Current loans, 0. That means they pay cash for this property. So now, wholesalers, listen to me nicely. Listen to me now. Listen to me later. Listen to me nice. Listen to me hard. Listen to me fast. Okay. If this company has purchased this property and they don't have this, this could also be a buyer for you. You know how we say a lot of corporations are buying up properties, a lot of hedge funds are buying up properties. Here's a possible property buyer for you. So you might want to call and talk to them about that as well. All right. All right. Let's do it one more time for the gram. All right. So we'll pick a different one. Let's see, Lexington Terrace. This one's for the boys, LLC. That's what I'm talking about. So the first thing we're going to do is take this and copy it. We're going to throw it in Google. New York Registry. This one's for the boys, LLC. Click it. This one's for the boys. I say it's for the girls. They've been active since 2020. So right before the pandemic, or right during the pandemic, they started buying houses. See where it says jurisdiction, Niagara. Notice what's missing. The type. It's a domestic LLC. Notice what was missing? The register. Why? Because they went through a registered agent and the agent is not listed. You don't have to list your registered agent. So it's not listed. So this one might be a little bit harder, but not really. First thing I want to do if I have PropStream, and if you're interested in PropStream and you don't know how it works or you want to get it, you can click the link in my bio, tap the button under tools and get a 7-day free trial for PropStream. Okay. You go to Link Properties. This company owns 16 properties, but guess what? Here's the primary property address and here's the owner's name right there. So this is what I would do. I would look at all of these other properties that they own. Look at that. They are buying up everything. They're buying up a bunch. And they've bought a lot of these properties within the past year, 2, 3 years. Because think about it, they've only been in business since 2020. So they're still buying. So I'm actually going to save this because I need because I need a buyer for a property. It looks like the property is in their loss. See, I didn't know this is how you find buyers too. Now, how am I going to find Mr. phone number? Right here through his address. Remember what we did the other day? Now that I have a person's name and phone number, I go to my second favorite website, True People So I can see truepeoplesearch.com. And I'm gonna do a reverse address. It's 157 Culver. In Buffalo. Hold on, guys, my computer has to catch up with me. So if you loving the content and you're getting some information out of it, you can drop the number 1 anywhere and everywhere. And here's his phone number. And I would just start calling his phone number. That would be me though. That's what I do. All right. Okay. Another way is through your social media outlets. Now we're going to use that same guy. And we're going to go add another screen here. I'm going to click on my Facebook. I know some of you have anxiety when you see all these tabs and stuff open, but look at this down here. This will freak you out, all you OCD people. 7 about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to search his name. And you just go online trying to figure out which one. Sometimes, let me do this the right way. Upstate New York investors. I'm guaranteeing you he's in this group somewhere, or he created this group. You can go people, friends, go back to all. He's not listed there. We have 38 mutual friends. Guess what? This is more than likely him. Yep, this is him. And you know what I would do? Send him a message. Do you own the property at? I'm interested. Hi, Elvin Khan. I'm interested. And that's what you're going to say. And it's just that simple. Your social media outlets. Now there is a website. There are other things that other properties, others web pages where you can go to actually find some of these buyers. You can go to a website called Property Sharks. They charge you like $60 a month to be a member. You can do Deal Machine. You can do PropStream. Everybody asks me, why do I prefer PropStream over Deal Machine? Because PropStream has a website. And if you join the PropStream membership, you also have a free app on your phone with the geolocate attached to it. So you can do all this stuff that I'm doing right on your phone. Tablets, laptops, computers, whatever you want to do. So that's that. Now, so that's basically it. And of course, you can go to any state. Any of your state websites will give you the owner's name. But I'm telling you, the best way to do this and to do it the correct way, call the tax assessor's office. They usually have a person that they are in, that they have as a contact person. They could give you, probably try and find a phone number. So because you can't, 9 times out of 10, I know in Buffalo, New York, where I'm at right now, you cannot have, you will not be able to, you said, thank you for this information. I'll be sure to create me a small business profile. Yeah, I mean, it's for your protection, especially if you're in real estate. You don't never want to use your home address, especially now with everybody and anybody under the sun. They're starting to have these stalkers, for lack of a better word, stalkers. And a lot of people are starting to get hurt. Men and women are getting hurt behind having their personal information out on social media. So be careful what you share. Property sharks. Well, the reason why I was telling you guys, the reason why I like PropStream is because one thing, you get so much more information free of charge on PropStream. You get the free app that's on your phone. If I wasn't on my phone on IG right now, I would share my screen and show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm gonna excuse me, I'm gonna post a video probably later today or first thing in the morning that shows you guys how to use the geolocate app on PropStream on your phones. Because I did record the video. I just been so bogged down with trying to catch up because my best friend is getting married next week. So I'm gonna be all busy with that starting next week, Thursday. So I can't, guys do it. Procurement queen, how you doing, Denise? What's going on? So here, that is another thing. So we are pretty much done today. So what I want to remind you of is this. I might be back later on tonight because I have some things I want to go over with you guys. I might be back later tonight. I am going to talk to you a little bit more about the credit and we're going to talk about how to structure your business so that it is consistently cash flowing. That's what we're going to talk about if I come back tonight. And you guys can ask questions. It'll basically be like a Q&A. You guys can ask me questions, anything you want. And then don't forget, watch the video. I was on a panel live last night with Mr. CEO, Mr. Real Estate CEO, and Cameron and Stephanie. And go back and watch that live because it was a lot of good information was dropped in there, a lot of real information that you would not get anywhere else. So, and I think I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit more too, because we talked about flipping houses. So we're going to do that. Then we also wanted to talk about, I also wanted to go over with you guys the process of building a portfolio, because you're going to need cash flow and you're going to need somewhere to park your money when all this stuff goes down. Yeah, it's really, really crazy. So in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to get up out of here because I got to meet with a client. I got to meet with one of my tenants in about 30 minutes. And we're going to go from there. If you guys want to get into the Get Wired Wholesaling Boot Camp, the boot camp is where I show you what to do. In the class that we're going to have Easter Sunday night, I'm going to tell you what to do. It's not going to be about showing you. It's not going to be giving you action steps. We're just going to be teaching the class and teaching you what wholesaling is all about. That's what's going to be there. But if you want the boot camp, click the link in the bio, tap the first button, get in this boot camp. The price is normally $497. If you join before Sunday, you get $400 off. And it's $97. We're going to meet for 4 weeks, twice a week. And then every Monday night, you will be able to join me on a Q&A and also get some additional information. So you want to get in on this after Monday, 11:59 Eastern time, because I'm an East Coast girl till I die. 11:59 Eastern time, we will have, if the price is going to go up to $197. So I know people are like, oh, that's not a big deal. It is if you got to pay it. So don't miss out on the deal. This is a game changer. You will hear some commentary from some of the students, from some previous students that have been in the boot camp. I might see if I can get some of them to come on live with me and talk about their experience and what they did and how they did. But we do a lot of work, especially the first day. The very first day, you do probably about 5 or 6 days worth of work in there. So join us. It's fun. I do keep it fun, even though I keep you moving, and it's a lot to learn. You will have fun. That's why I call it edutainment. All right. Now I'm about to head out. Remember what I always tell you guys, you can choose to be anything you want in this world. I just hope you choose to be what? Kind. Because at some point in your life, someone was kind to you, and it's always good to pay kindness forward. because it just makes the world a better place. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Have a great day, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you later. Bye.